Previously on the engine. Aboard the Mad Astra, Torque and Silver find themselves hopelessly out of their depth as they're taken prisoner by an unknown force. But tonight, in Chapter 4, Leo makes an important discovery. You either believe fate is a living, breathing organism or you think it's a looming, fixed reality. But why can't it be a little bit of both? The Paladin Leo is about to answer that question. With me tonight is obviously Nate, who plays Leo on the engine. Nate, go ahead and reintroduce yourself and your class and your role.
Hello. I'm Nathan. I play as Leo. I'm Function 3. I'm a paladin, right?
Yeah.
All about that good guy stuff.
Mr. Good vibes.
Mr. Good Guy, Mr. Eagle Scout. That's what's up.
That's true. Also, correct. We should.
Yes, in IRL.
IRL.
Am Eagle Scout. That is me. So
the fire that you hear going behind us right now, he started without being asked. He just started a fire in my office.
Once you get Eagle Scout, you just snap your fingers and it just kind of happens.
Also, people are like, "Hey, could you not?"
Right.
I didn't ask for that fire.
Could you not do that?
There's nowhere for this smoke to vent.
So my role amongst the whole party is I'm like the captain, and I like to take that status more as an organizer type role. I have equal vote, but I like to always break ties if I can. Every man for himself, every function for themselves, and it's us versus the world. So watch out, baby.
Earth year 3004. 100 light years from the galactic center of the Mycelia galaxy. It's been 2 years since you located the Mycelia galaxy, and you're searching for a suitable homeworld. Form has every function spread out strategically away from the Orplay, searching for a system containing the precise cocktail of cosmic ingredients necessary to execute his design for what is to be HQ of Form and Function. Leo, you've just jumped into this system aboard a recently constructed vessel simply named the Torver, in honor of the now 2-year-long missing Torque and Silver. But most of the Function call it 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
But you're welcome to call it whatever you want. But the truth of the matter here in this game today, dude, is I have some stuff, but let's play the game like
All right.
We're used to. So you just jumped into this system. Do your thing.
All right.
And you have a teeny little Orplay, a single man Orplay kind of thing.
Okay. Leo to Form?
Form here. What's up, Leo?
Hey, Form.
But I just have a very limited time. I'm
Okay.
on the line with Riot Girl. What can I do for you, bud?
Yeah, I'll make it quick. What are the key components to making a planet suitable? Like, what specifically am I
So
looking
remind
for?
you of your mission objectives.
Well-
That's nuts, but okay, here we go.
All right. Okay.
But you gotta start writing stuff down, man. You're the captain of this shit. I mean, sincerely.
Look, man.
So, again, just to remind you, we're looking for large quantities of helium-3 and deuterium. Those combined will allow us to do kind of perfect fusion power. Dig it?
Yeah, we're digging.
Sorry, I gotta go. Right? Oh my God, Riot Girl, put it down. I gotta go.
Okay. Take care of her. God.
Okay. So, boom, you've just jumped into the system. You're going to refresh yourself with Form and what you needed to do, what you're looking for. Now, what do you want to do?
Yeah. Well, now I kind of know what I'm... Right, I'll do a scan, and then if there's at all an emphasis on the composition, I'll do that.
Oh, okay. There are 5 large gas giants and 3 rocky kind of like magma planets, fire planets.
Okay.
And then you run kind of your standard normal just entered a system scan. Something pops up on your scanners, and it's it's not a celestial body, it is a ship. What do you want to do?
Does the scan tell me locationally where it's at?
Yes, it's more towards the center of the system, and it seems to have altered its course to intercept you.
Okay, so that phrasing makes it sound as if they're farther, but again, they're headed towards me.
Correct, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Is it too far out for me to try to pull more info?
You're so new to the galaxy. You've been here 2 years. Like, you've only met a couple species. They've been cool. This is not as... I'll tell you this much with that. It's not it's a new species.
A new species.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I hail them. There's not really another choice.
Okay. It's probably time for your luck roll. Let me have a D4.
Okay. It's gonna be good.
And I didn't ask you. Do you know the Easter eggs from any of the shows before?
Hold. I got a 4. So we're
good.
We're like that.
Yeah, we're liking that.
Well, you said I get a debuff if I try, and I get it wrong. Like,
yep.
And I have to get a word for word.
Yeah, you got to get it exactly as it was delivered, and you have to use it in context.
Okay.
Now, the good news. Here's some good news. You should write the one down tonight that you're going to hear in gameplay.
Yeah,
that's always the beauty. If you're here, you got a free one, man.
I think I got at least one under my belt. I think I can pull the first one. I can't pull the second one.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're welcome to try. And you rolled a 4, which was good luck. Mm-hmm. Okay. Your hail is answered by a very small lizard-looking creature in like kind of warrior-like garb, and he sits in a very darkened kind of bridge setting, and
there's got to be plenty of body language. Can I at least try to get a read on that? Like, what kind of communication am I getting in that regard?
Passive perception on that would tell you that he is in a military-like posture in his command chair.
Okay.
The others around him are very much kind of on edge.
Is there a way I can gesture, or is there something standard that everyone would know? Like, peace. Like, I am... Hey man, I'm cool. Like, I'm not like a lot of these guys, right? So they're in military garb. Everyone's kind of worried. Everyone's on edge. I'm in their home. Like, I'm in their space. I have every right to be defensive. Uh-huh. So it's like,
well, you don't. I mean, we don't know if you made a bunch of assumptions there. You know, you came across another vessel and you assume you're in their space.
Well, it's definitely not mine, and I'd rather make a safe assumption.
Okay.
So, if I'm trying to... Okay, so we're on... What? We're on, like...
A viewfinder of sorts.
Like
a view.
Intergalactic Skype. Yes. I hailed him on that. So just trying to find a way to gesture to him that, hey, like, I don't mean any danger. So I'll take the gun, like, that I have equipped on my person,
like
off,
a rifle,
off my back and whatnot, like, hold it up, like, hey, this is a rifle, and I'll like put it on the ground and kind of kick it away. Like, of course they know I have a ship, but the gesture's all the same of, hey, my guns are down, even though I can't. Yeah.
Roll a perception check, please.
26.
The Torvin's like warning lights all come on all at once. He's gone weapons hot. His weapons are now up. And he starts chuckling. He laughs, a thing that seems to be laughter, and then the screen goes dark. And then let's make both an initiative roll. That way it'll give you a chance to react.
Okay.
He saw your thing as a sign of weakness.
11.
Oh, that's terrible, Nate.
For initiative? It's not good. It's actually above average.
And then I get an 8. And then I get an 8. Okay, so his weapons go hot, and then you're left with whatever you want to do here. And the powering up for their weapons seems to be taking crazy long time.
I gun.
Yeah, I do the guns. Guns a-blazing.
I suppose I'll just go straight for the nuclear missile that I have on board.
You have 2?
Yeah, 2 single use.
Yep, correct.
So I will roll for the first one here. Oh, brother, I roll a 25.
Shakes,
that hits for 29 damage.
Yeah.
And then, extra attack. I'm going to run the second nuclear missile.
2 nukes right out of the gates.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Well, you use them or lose them.
Yeah, I love it.
Another 25.
They're very effective.
18 damage. And then, am I allowed to use this action surge that's
Yes,
on here?
of course.
I will use my action surge and plasma cannon.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Womp womp. Well,
It does not.
at least I got my miss out of the way. That means I'm due.
Here he comes. He's going to fire back. 17
My class is 17, so you get it.
for 14 damage.
Okay.
And another missile fires. He misses. And then he also fires his last cannon and misses.
Wow.
Jeez, oh Pete.
This guy wanted the smoke.
He did. He wanted the smoke.
crazy.
Okay. And based on that, and since talking is a free action, you're being hit.
I pick up, but now I'm in a power pose in my chair.
Okay, and he's in a very much more obsequious position. He's very much like hands kind of out to the sides, like, wait, what are we doing here? What are we even doing here? He's kind of got this attitude of,
No,
you still can't translate, but the computers, let me get a D20 roll. Let's see how much the computer's getting yet.
do you want me to Arcana again?
Sure.
Or
Yeah, exactly.
15.
But his weapons go cold.
Do they now? How conveniently timed. After they wanted to shoot at me.
And he's positioning himself to run. He's turning his ship to run. What do you want to do? You have an opportunity attack here. If you want it.
How many men are on board? How many kobolds are on board?
50.
50 kobolds.
Yeah.
I will let them go. Yeah,
And then phew, they jump.
I don't know
Not
what
that they
they're...
understood you, but
Yeah.
you know that you said that out loud, and I think that bears warranting. Okay, what do you want to do?
Oh yeah, okay. So now we're back to I had made okay, yes, my last scan had identified the ship. I'd like to scan again, hopefully looking for a planet that has the good stuff.
Okay, it doesn't take you very long. So you spend about 2 weeks kind of poking around the system and scanning every body that you come to until you finally come to a large green gas giant near the center of the system. And it seems to be the perfect ratio of both helium and deuterium that's needed. And it doesn't make any sense. Like the whole planet is helium-3 and deuterium.
You're saying this is too perfect?
I'm just saying it's pretty wild to find a planet made entirely of exactly what you're looking for.
I see.
Even you recognize the improbability of that.
Am I now closer to this body?
Yeah, you're in orbit around the gas
I'm
giant.
around
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's massive green gas giant.
Yeah, can I do an additional scan? Just
Okay,
Is it
now it's on you. I'm going to pull off of roll 20
okay.
tables, and I'm going to move it
Yep.
to you. What are you looking for? And that'd be investigation and or perception or whatever. Let's play the game now.
Yep.
So you tell me what you're trying to do.
Okay. I don't know if it would have got caught in a previous scan, but can I just scan the local area to see if there's any other ships orbiting? Like, is it just me? Is it, like this?
Do you want to do a scan of the planet or of this area?
Of this area.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll a d12. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
19.
There's no other ships in the system entirely.
In the system entirely.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And the planet that you're orbiting seems to have a center that is emitting that perfect ratio of helium and deuterium.
So no.
This is Jupiter Big.
This is Jupiter Big. That's
Yeah.
wow. All right. Well, let's take a little look-see. I guess let's creep our way
Okay.
into the gas giant, I suppose.
The last roll I'm going to need from you out of the Torver, I believe. Let me have just a strength check.
A strength from the
say,
Torver.
Yeah, let's say that this is actually a lot of gravity.
Oh, that's up top. Ooh, strong ship. He works out. Oh, nat 20. He works out good. The Torver.
You got an actual crit?
Nat 20. Yes.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't even, the gravity is
Torver lifts
significant,
weights.
and he doesn't,
Yeah. He's sentient, so like I fist bumped him. Like he's like that.
In real IRL, he's like, have you seen the weight room? And you arrive at the center of the planet.
Okay.
By all accounts, by scanners, and there seems to be it's brighter than you can possibly imagine. It's so bright. You've got the sun shield down on the Torven.
Put my shades
you've
down.
got your own helmet. You put your own helmet
down.
on. Yeah, it's nuts. It's crazy bright, and you can just make out more through sensors on Torver than you can on like C.
Okay.
You sense a small like kind of dock, like a small like
there's a dock,
like a docking bay. But near that docking bay seems to be both where all of this helium-3 and deuterium is emanating, and an insane bright light.
There's a dock in there? That was probably the last thing I was expecting to be honest. Well, considering I can't perceive anything else, and I already did a scan, and I couldn't see or perceive anyone around me ship-wise. Let's give it a good dock. Let's go settle in. Let's figure out what this is all about.
The Torver kind of snaps into kind of locks into a docking position on what is very obviously, now that you're there, you can see a kind of a platform, and you step out onto a platform in front of what is the most blinding light. You have your helmet on and your full shield down, and it's just insane.
So I'm like blind.
You're
basically
pretty much blind.
Oh, interesting. Okay. This is cool. You said I'm on a dock of sorts?
To paint a word picture for you here.
Yes.
You are on a hovering metal platform. On one side is docked the Torver. Everywhere else seems to drop away into complete gaseous
That's
space,
what I thought it was going to be.
And then opposite of the Torver is this insane bright light source.
Okay. Cool.
Like, not like, oh, I'm having a hard time seeing, like the sun.
I can't
like looking
see.
into the sun.
So, I guess I'm gonna cast on myself Enhance Ability, which is a Paladin buff.
Okay.
And within Enhance Ability, I'll choose to give myself Owl's Wisdom, which gives me advantage on Wisdom saving rolls.
Okay.
So I'd like to, as best as I can, because I'm not doing this with eyesight anymore. I'm really doing this through perception.
Oh, through like feel.
Yeah. So I'm really going to try to channel.
Well done.
That.
What perception is what you're rolling?
Yeah.
And whatever it is, roll with
perception.
advantage.
So I got an 18 on my first roll.
Ooh, jeebus.
And a 17 on my second roll.
Okay, so we'll take the 18, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should have asked how
I
wide
want you
this
to
path
meditate,
is.
and I want you to describe to me how you meditate for a minute.
Okay.
And I want you to describe to me first where you learned to meditate on Earth.
Where I learned.
And who from. And then I want you to do it, and then I'll tell you what happens from there.
Their name was Sensei Shin.
Sensei Shin?
Sensei Shin. Sensei Shin was like a monk who studied at a temple that was located where eventually I would harbor and build my forest around.
Yeah.
And so
cool.
I spent a lot of time trying to get in touch with feeling and with nature and with understanding all of these concepts. And so no matter how much effort I put in, I couldn't get an exchange back of the feeling I was looking for. So then the monks, they're settled within the national, forest there.
It.
Yeah.
They were getting everything they needed.
They loved it, but also, they were the people that I went to, and that's how I found Sensei Shin is, so I was looking for help myself, a kind of lost in a way.
So what do you do now? How do you apply his techniques that he taught you?
How do I physically apply? The first thing that Sensei Shin taught me was to sit crisscross on the ground. It's important to be grounded with wherever you're at. And then from there, really, a lot of the meditation was rooted in giving up senses.
And you are filled with an overwhelming sense of closing your eyes and walking into that light.
I'm square with everything, but also just letting my gut kind of decide more than anything. Really trusting myself.
You step through the light and into a small, cozy room lit by an open fireplace in the center of the room.
Okay. Can I just do passive investigation on the room around me? Can I get objects in the room, perhaps?
There's a small desk in the corner. Yep. There's a door, one door. There's the fireplace. And then there's a small little bedroll in the corner.
There's a bedroll?
Yeah, like a place you'd lay down to rest.
Can I investigate that and see if I can tell if someone's been here recently?
Sure.
15?
You don't determine anything from that roll.
Okay.
You don't see anything, yeah. So desk, front door, fireplace, and bedroll.
Yeah. Can I now not necessarily investigate for people, creatures living there, but can I now roll investigation on the bedroll since I'm already there for maybe objects or other?
Yeah, absolutely.
21.
You pull the blanket down, kind of poking around in there, and you kind of peel the blanket down, trying to see maybe if there's something hidden underneath. And as you do, you hear
I jolt up.
You turn around and see a middle-aged man who was not there a moment ago. Middle-aged, of stature, kind of kneeling next to the fire and poking with a small stick. He looks up at you as you turn. Hey, everybody. It's time for the player's Easter egg for the game. And here it is. Two well-known carpenters are Jesus and Harrison Ford. Two well-known carpenters are Jesus and Harrison Ford. Good luck, everybody. Back to the game. He smiles, and as you turn, he kind of reminds you a little bit of Matthew McConaughey.
First, as I turn, I'll apologize. And I'll be like, hey, sorry I didn't see you there.
It's okay.
I was just figuring out what was going on here.
It's okay. Leo, right?
Yeah. How do you know who I am?
Paladin, right?
That's correct.
What's your oath?
What's my oath? The Oath of Glory.
Can you tell me more about your oath?
What, about my oath?
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that.
Within the Oath of Glory, I focus a lot on emphasizing my actions and staying true to my word. Words only mean so much, so I really try to make sure I'm truthful with my words by what I do. I want people to know that I'm true through and through.
You hear a large crash coming from outside the door.
Okay.
And he looks at it too, a little bit surprised.
What was that? I ask.
He gives you kind of a shoulder shrug.
Thanks. I investigate it.
You mean you leave? You open the door?
Yeah.
You step out of this room, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. This is a saving throw.
Nat 20 plus 9.
Oh, for God's sake. You're fine.
I'm monked up right now?
Yeah, I guess. Good God. You are on a small little foothold on a tiny little ledge. Okay, so think teeny little rock column that you're standing
Yes,
on.
I know what you're talking about with that, though.
Very cool. Above you, though, you see a large ledge.
How high
And then
up?
there are like, it's a sheer cliff face. Just reachable. You just have to pull yourself up. And then you'd be onto the side of this cliff face and able to climb up to what you see as a much obviously larger, safer ledge.
Is the door still behind me?
Yep.
Math is not mathin', but I get it. Okay, cool. It doesn't have to. Can I like
And you hear
gesture at the other guy?
You hear a little voice go, yeah, especially here.
I use my enhance ability to give myself bull's strength, and I get advantage on
Okay.
on strength checks.
Okay, cool, great. That'll be great. That's perfect. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Okay.
So do you climb up?
Well, we're gonna try.
Okay. Well, right now you just climb up.
Oh, well, I climb up.
And so far seems pretty straightforward. There are handholds kind of in row. You got footholds. And you...
Just bouldering.
You're probably like 50 feet from the ledge. And you're climbing, and it seems to be forcing... The handholds kind of seem to be forcing you around.
Wait, it's that high?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was like within reach.
No, that's where you could reach to grab to start to climb.
Oh, I didn't know what I was getting into. I thought I was just lifting myself up.
No, you're on the edge of this now. So now I need... Now I'll need one of those athletics
I would
checks.
have been way more
Or
careful.
two of them.
Oh, brother. Okay, 5
Oh, that's terrible.
and a 19.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
But again, the handholds are forcing you around, sort of away from where you started, and now you're just over oblivion. Basically, oblivion. Clouds, what appear to be clouds.
This is terrifying.
Yeah, you take another little handhold climb, and you hear crying, whimpering.
From which direction? Or can I see
from
it?
above and to your left. You can't see it. You'd need to try to climb over there to see it.
It's like over the ledge, or it's
No.
Oh.
You can make a run to the ledge. You can climb straight up. There seems to be a path straight up to the safe ledge, or you can investigate this whimpering and crying.
I will attempt to climb in the direction of the crying.
Okay. In short order, you find yourself kind of right alongside a teenage girl who apparently has gotten herself into way more than she can handle here, and you can tell her arms are like quivering and like aching, and she doesn't appear to have any ropes. And she says, my boyfriend and I, we free climbed. We wanted to free climb, and now he's fallen. And she just starts to sob, and she can't control her sobbing. And you realize that she's about to fall.
Yeah, so I'm going to undo my concentration on my enhance ability, weakening myself, but I'm going to then reach over and touch her arm and give her bull strength so that she has, I guess, advantage on strength. But really the idea there is, yeah, she's just given more power.
And it begins to rain. And
course it
you see her just arms stop shaking. You see her grip on the wall,
Yeah.
but I need you to roll a strength check
Okay.
with disadvantage. This is definitely athletics, climbing. So athletics saving throw.
Yeah, athletics is strength.
Oh yeah, with disadvantage. And you don't have any of your buffs.
So you don't want me rolling a strength saving throw? You want me rolling specifically athletics?
Correct.
That sucks. Oh, no, it doesn't. 19.
With disadvantage.
Oh, no. Okay, hold.
Because of the rain.
Please. 2.
You feel your fingers start to slip. And you look the young woman in the eyes, and her eyes, she just starts to cry. She's like, please, no, hold on, please, mister, hold on. And your finger just slips, and the wet just kind of just gets under them, and you fall off, and you plummet, and you begin to kind of do your arms kind of flailing. And then, boom. You're behind the stall in a market selling bread. And you're doing your normal kind of market routine without understanding what's going on. You're like, oh my God, what is happening?
Yeah.
And you see your hands kind of counting loaves and moving stuff around.
White bread and wheat bread and rye bread.
Today we got the sourdough.
Texas toast.
And you look up and you watch a man steal a loaf of bread and put it under his cloak. He's very thin and obviously struggling. And he turns to go, and then another man grabs his arm and yanks it up. And in his hand, he's still clutching the last loaf that he stole. And he begins to plead, please, says, it's for my son. He's so hungry, and it's all we have. Please. And the other man calls for the guards, and they soon arrive, and they draw their swords. What do you do?
Yes. Well, I walk around to the front of my counter. I will then go to the man who's saved my bread heroically. I will take the bread from him, and I will also try to stop the guards from trying to encroach on this other man.
Okay.
So I can try to step in between and be like, nothing was stolen. I
persuade the guards that you have this in hand.
The Riz Master, he didn't raise very hard. 11.
They're a little suspicious. They're not sure that you know what you're talking about. They're not sure that this place is even yours based on the way you've responded. And they're getting rougher and rougher with the man who stole your bread. And the guy that caught him is starting to kind of cheer him on.
Okay. That's such a funny way to do this. Is there multiple guards? Or is there
Just one.
It's just one? Okay. If there's just one guard, then I'm going to, pitch the skinny guy the bread. I'm gonna throw him my bread, and then I'm gonna cast Compelled Duel on the guard, so he forces his focus on me, and I'll yell at the guy to start running away.
So you throw the bread.
Yeah. What do you want? Athletics here?
Athletics. Yep.
It's always athletics.
It's not that. It's just a toss.
11.
Okay,
11.
you toss the bread to the guy.
It's a light pitch.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. He catches it, no problem. Then what do you want to do? What is Compelled Duel?
Compelled Duel. You attempt to compel a creature into a duel. One creature that you can see within range must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. For the duration, has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you, and it must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away.
Okay, so you want to...
I basically want him. I don't care what he does. I just want his focus on me so he can get away.
Compelling him to duel, and he needs to do what now? Make wisdom?
Correct.
He's only got a plus
wisdom
one. He
saving
made a 6 total.
Yeah, so he fails.
And so now he feels compelled to fight you.
So now he will approach me, and then
draws on you.
He
and
gets normal
approaches.
fights.
Okay, he got a 19.
Initiative?
Yep. No. Oh. Sure, we can roll it. Hang on. You're right, my guy. Oh, that's even better. How about a 21?
I rolled a 19 on initiative.
Okay, so 21. He goes first.
Yeah.
He comes at you, and he pulls his plasma gun.
He sure do.
And he be firing at you for a... Oh, goodness, that's a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
For a, let's say, 27 damage.
Oh, brother. That's rough.
What's going on with the guy with the bread? Mm-hmm. And he has run off into the crowd and disappeared.
Oh.
Just so you know.
Well, that's...
And so the...
I won on that front.
And then what do you want to do? Because he is, remember, just doing his job.
Yeah, I know. Can't offer him some bread. That's definitely not going to work.
You have compelled him to fight you?
And it is concentration, up to a minute.
Oh, that means you just...
So I end concentration. And he's still probably angry at me.
Oh, yeah. He's got his gun out, but he's like, where'd the guy go with the bread?
I don't know, man.
Persuade him.
Yeah, to see if he even believes me if I actually don't know.
You don't know, so persuade him that you don't know. Yeah, he's like... God damn it. And he turns around and storms back into the crowd, and the guy that grabbed the guy in the first place gives you the weirdest look, and then shunk, you're back in the room next to the fire and the man poking it. He kind of smiles at you out of the corner of his mouth, and he looks up and he's like, well done. What
is this all about? How are you... You're spectating this?
My name is Monanan MacLear. I am sent by the Allfather to prepare those who will come for their part in the great universal conflict. You are those who will come. The Allfather showed me similar visions of your trials in another time, and you performed them exactly as you did just now. Precisely how you did just now.
So you've been expecting me, and you've seen...
You know all this has happened before, right?
So...
all this is going to happen again, right?
You're telling me you're a god?
Well, small g god, right?
Well, small g or big G, still god.
That's quite a difference, my guy. Some might even consider you a small g god. Listen, here's the deal. None of this is going to make a lot of sense. But we've been expecting you and your friends. And you've arrived. You're home. Home here, on this planet. I'll continue to produce the helium-3 and deuterium that you desperately need to make your fusion reactors. But I also will provide a complete cloak around this planet, offering complete anonymity. A secret base or a secret lair, if you will. Think
Wakanda.
Wakanda's better than Batcave. Yes, Wakanda's exactly more like what it is. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Also, I see you're looking for a deity.
I just so happen to be in the market.
I'm not one to usually offer my services in this manner, but I feel like
it's quite odd. I'll be completely fair.
Okay, hey, you do your thing.
Hey,
I'm
man.
just welcome to be...
No, I'm all up for a pitch. You know what?
I'll tell you what. You can call on me if you need help. So, once per game, you can roll a d20, and if you beat a 10, Mononon will tell you an answer if he can. You can ask the DM basically anything you want, and he'll tell you the truth if he can. If he can.
Truth? Like, I get...
It's just more like, what's beyond... Is there danger beyond this? Is there serious danger beyond this? Mononon, is there serious danger? And then you ask the DM, and he's like, yeah, there's bad shit. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of thing.
So I get a DM zone of truth for a question?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, that's pretty
Once
cool.
a game. If you choose him as your deity. He'd basically be at the core of your homeworld, constantly producing power. So if you want him to be your deity, he will... That's the boon he'll grant you. We'll call it Mononon's Foresight. It'll just give you a quick glimpse into no real fortune telling or future sight, but something right now I can ask you right now.
It is a literal thing.
I want to know
and
right
I
now.
just want to know more about it.
Yep. And if it's too far in the future, that will be what the kind of limitations are.
Right.
If it's like, what's beyond this door, he'll tell you.
Yeah, because it is now on the other side of it. It's not
Correct.
like what will be behind the door.
Yeah,
it is what is behind the door.
What's happening in this moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll
He's definitely thought's god, right? I mean, he's the god of thought. So, I mean, he's like your homeworld's god. It'd be kind of cool to have him as your...
we need someone to show us around.
Yeah. Mononon asks you to take his hand, and you do. And with his other hand, he reaches up to your forehead, and he presses on right between your eyes with his thumb. And then you're standing outside by your ship again, and the brilliant bright light is behind you, and you slide back into the Torver, kind of initiate a de-docking mechanism, and you kind of drift away from the platform. And as you do, you initiate a ship-to-ship call with the Orplay.
Lead a Orplay.
And Riot Girl comes back on, and she's like, hey, bud, hey, you are calling... I have literally... Form, you put that down now. You put that down.
Are you guys good over there?
We're fine. What can we do for you?
I found home.